It's recording.
Okay.
Okay, lift it. Hey guys.
It's Liz's 26th birthday today, and
26 is like a real age.
I know. It's like you're old now.
I know. I'm closer to 30 than I am to 20.
I know. I hate
That's so wild.
And I'm only 23. So, but in Korea you're a year older because you're born 1. So
It's so strange. Like in the new year, everyone in Korea just ages 1 year.
I know. So if you're born, say in January, you're automatically 1, and then in the new year, then you age again. So then you're 2 years old, even though you're technically in Western culture not even 1. Like it's so weird. So when my kids are like, my students are like, oh, I'm 14. I'm like, you're like 10.
So it's kind of like. So your birthday is February 14th. So hard to explain. It's like you age 1 year on January 1st. Everyone in Korea ages 1 year, right? And then on your actual birthday, age a year again.
I think so.
I'm like, don't do that to me.
So we're drinking soju.
There's different kinds of soju. This one's chamiso.
So, okay, we'll give you a little rundown of Korea. So I've been here for 3 months, same with Liz. We actually met each other in the same intake, October 1st. And we are in the same province, Gyeongnam. She can speak way better Korean than I can. Gyeongnam.
Which is like not saying a lot.
Which means I can only say 3 words. So
it's Gyeongnam.
Gyeongnam province.
Gyeongsangnam-dong. No, not dong. Gyeongsangnam-do.
No one really like knows where it is. Everyone only thinks Korea's Seoul.
Yeah.
Literally me before I got here.
How do you feel about like not living in a major city?
At first I like wanted to live on the countryside. I wanted to live rural.
Really?
I preferred that because I didn't want to be in Seoul. Like it scared me because I'm only from a town of like 2,500 people.
Yeah.
So, and then the biggest city I've ever lived in was like 400,000. So preferred the countryside rural, even though their rural cities still are like 1 million people.
Yeah.
And like 500,000 people. After going to Seoul, I like wish that I was closer. I didn't realize how far I was.
Yeah, we are like decently far from Seoul. It's like a 2.5 hour ride on the bullet train, and then it's like 4 or 5 hours on the bus. I really appreciate the fact that we're not in Seoul. You know what I mean? Or like Busan.
I was filming, I have other videos, and I have friends message me and be like, where are all the people?
Yeah.
I thought you were in Korea. Isn't Korea jam-packed? I'm like, it is in like these major big cities, and like it really only is in like Busan and Seoul.
Yeah.
Like packed. Like it's not, people picture it like sardines on the street. Like, like
but
those
even
videos.
in Seoul, it's not really that bad.
The only
like,
time it was crazy was like when I was in Hyundai and I was walking down like the university street.
See, I don't think I went there.
And I couldn't even look at my phone because if I looked down for longer than like 5 seconds, I would have gotten slammed. And they don't say excuse
me. That gives me like anxiety to think about.
They don't say excuse me.
They don't.
No.
And
or
like,
please. Or it's like so weird.
There's just like no, it's almost like social cues. Like there's no social cues that they take. Like I've been in the grocery store like clearly like trying to get by them, and they can see me like sucking in so hard to like squeeze by them and like the other person's cart.
I know.
And they don't step back.
No.
Like I don't know, I just feel like it would be so natural for me to like move. Like I can see your move. You're trying to get through.
Yeah, no, I know.
It's not like that here. It's so frustrating sometimes, honestly.
They're so direct.
Oh, or like my favorite is when I'm walking on the sidewalk and there's like a group of people like 3 deep taking up the whole sidewalk, like coming towards me, and they just don't like file in at all to give me room, so I literally have to like wait off to the side for them. Like I have to yield.
And I'm like that Canadian girl like saying excuse me, sorry, like every second word that comes out of my mouth is like sorry. And they're just like
Oh, you sounded so Canadian there. Sorry.
I'm like extra Canadian because I'm from the Maritimes.
I didn't even drink the first shot.
Drink it.
Actually,
oh my
pull
God.
it. One of the trainers at my gym was asking me
She has such a crush on the trainers at the gym.
Okay, what if he watches this?
You can't speak English.
That's true. So one of the trainers at the gym, like, he knows about Heather, and he knows that she's from Canada, and so he was asking me, like, if there's any differences with American and Canadian dialect. And the only thing I could think of was like, well, some things are a little different. Like, when I say sorry, I just say sorry, but she says like sorry. And he thought that was so funny. He like kept like trying to do it. He's like, sorry. I was like,
I don't even hear the difference. Sorry.
It's like ah versus oh. You know?
English teacher.
Some of the cultural differences we've noticed here.
Okay.
Someone the other day asked me, what's the biggest like culture shock you've noticed in Korea? It actually was so hard for me to answer that because there's just so much.
They just try and make conversation by looking at you and going, what's your religion?
Oh, like, okay, yes.
In North America, that is just something you just don't ask or talk about.
It's just like a little taboo.
Like, we're at work in like the teacher's lounge and they'll be like, so what's your, what religion are you? And it's like, you can
I don't know what answer they want.
You can like get in trouble with HR if you ask that shit at home. And like to them, it's like that scene from The Office where Michael Scott brings all of his workers in and he sits them down and is like, for no confrontation moving forward, I need to know everyone's religion. And like HR is just like, no, like you can't do that, but that's literally what they do here.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, question?
When you meet someone new here and they're Korean, it's the first thing they ask is, how old are you? Do you have a boyfriend?
Yeah.
Like, always.
I know.
And what else? Like, what's your phone number right off the
bat? Like 10-year-old students asked me for my phone number and I've started giving it out.
Me too.
And I was like, am I being a creep?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like, I just feel like creepy. Like, what if a teacher caught me giving out my phone number to these 10-year-olds?
The only reason why I feel okay doing that is because, like, I know they text their homeroom teacher all the time. So
do they?
Like, I think it's just like a thing here. I could be wrong, but
another one I'm trying to think of, like the beauty standards. I talked about this in another video. They're pretty like intense. I tell them about the time that you didn't put on makeup to go to school because you were late.
Yeah, so I get to school, walk into the teacher's lounge, and the first thing, like, oh Liz, what happened? I was just like, all right.
Oh
got it. I will never be late again.
Literally never.
So now I go with like a full face. Just kidding. Not
sparkle, hair curled, but like for real.
Fake lashes.
Like at home, that was one big thing is like I wore my gym clothes everywhere.
Big fan of the athleisure look.
Yeah, I know, right? Here it's like if you're wearing that, you look lazy and not put together.
But then it's like I do see Koreans wearing like you're telling me that like a hoodie dress is better than like leggings.
I know. It's like
know.
anything tight. That's like one thing is like the chest and like tits are like a big no.
That is true. I never see anyone
and like at home
leggings except
having the under boob, having like the cut shirts that literally go down to here are so in, wide open with your stomach showing, and here it's not at all. Like I have to get like a whole new summer wardrobe.
I know, I'm dreading that because it gets hot here. I didn't realize it gets like into the night. What do you mean?
You're used to hot weather though.
Yeah, but in Florida I have a car, so it's like here I'm walking everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, like in Florida it's also like in the 90s. I don't know what Celsius is.
I don't know either.
And it's humid, and I heard it's like that here too, but like at least in Florida I have a car with AC. Like here I walk everywhere.
Yeah, I'm a poor girl at home too. Like I've never had a car. I've never owned my own car.
Really?
Never.
But does it get like so hot?
In the summer, in like the dead of summer, it's sometimes 30 degrees Celsius. I don't know what that is. I don't know. It's hot.
I'll convert it later.
Yeah,
I do math in my head. Oh, I haven't even drank. I'm now like...
And this is another thing. So if you're ever going out to dinner with a Korean, anyone that's... So the youngest person at the table always serves the elders. So they'll serve the food even, and they'll pour their drink. And when you're drinking alcohol, anyone that's older than you, you face away from them. So Liz is older than me. So say if we were out to dinner and she was Korean, I would face away from her and then drink.
Wait, I didn't know that.
You didn't know that? Yeah, you're supposed to not face them. You go like this.
Like every time I take a sip?
Only if it's like alcohol though. Not if it's just water or anything.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. And then whenever you hand them things, you
Yeah, you like
do
grab
this.
your wrist, or you can put your hand on your shoulder and like hand it to them.
Yeah.
And then when you take things from people, you always
Two
with
hands. Yeah. That was something I had to, we had a school festival and all the parents came into the school and we were handing out itineraries. I was at the door handing them out and I had to say 안녕하세요 and hand them the paper, but I didn't even really, you're supposed to like hand them and like bow.
Yeah.
But I was doing it wrong even though I thought I was doing it right, and I guess I was like, to them I looked like aggressive.
Oh, really?
And the girl was like the other teacher working with me was like, no, it has to be like this. And I was like, oh fuck, like I thought I was doing it the right way, but no.
Yeah, I don't know, I feel like we do get kind of like, not a
free
pass, but like a little bit of leeway,
Yeah.
considering that we are foreign.
Yeah.
That's the thing, is
Thank
like
you.
Koreans are so appreciative of like any sort of, what word am I looking
Effort?
for? Effort, yes. Any sort of effort at all. Like, I swear to God, so every week come to class prepared with like a new word or phrase, Korean word or phrase that I learned.
It really sneaks up on you. It's only
It does.
15%, but
Yeah, anyways, so I always like come to class like prepared to like tell my students what I learned, and like every time I could say like, this week I learned 안녕하세요, and they'd be like,
Hello.
oh my god.
one time I spelled my name on the
swear.
board and they freaked out.
In Korean?
Yeah, they literally, and I couldn't remember the last symbol.
Yeah.
And I was standing up at the board and I was like, oh my god, what is it? And I finally remembered it, and when I crossed it,
Yeah.
and they were all like, whoa!
I get so much validation going to work. Like, they're my hype team, I swear.
They're so cute.
Yeah, and like, it's so funny, like, one of my 6th graders was like, Liz teacher, you're so cute when you speak Korean. I was like, oh my god.
Whenever I say 감사합니다, they're all like, ooh.
They're like, whoa.
Which is thank you. And it's
Yeah.
like the only word I freaking know. And so whenever the only words I know, 감사합니다, thank you, 맛있어요, it tastes
You love
delicious.
맛있어요.
Yeah. 안녕하세요, 영어하세요. Do you
Yeah,
speak
do you
English?
speak English?
Need to know that
You
one.
should, a good one to know is 죄송합니다. That's, I'm sorry.
I need that one.
죄송합니다.
죄송합니다. 죄송합니다.
And then after that, like, I always say 죄송합니다. 아직 배우고 있어요. And that means I'm sorry, I'm still learning. And that gives, I swear, that gives you a free pass, like, for any situation. Because, like, if you don't understand someone, you just say that and they're just like, oh, okay. And they're so impressed
What
that
is
you know
it?
that. 죄송합니다.
죄송합니다.
아직
배우고
배우고 있어요.
있어요.
아직 배우고 있어요.
아직 배우고
Maybe I'll try that sober.
Yeah.
I cannot remember that. That's a fucking mouthful. It's
Yeah,
like, and then
but
when I
it's
get,
good to know. It's good to know. It's like survival Korean.
yeah.